Messieurs, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts, where today we will be continuing our French campaign. Last time we had some decent engagements with the Austro-Hungarian Navy. However, the time has come to pull some of my ships away from the front lines, due to my fleet really needing a repair and a refit in many cases. Research-wise, everything looks okay. We just got the near rangefinder, Grixons 2, and things are looking great. Let's see. Tension is decreasing, very good. We have a convoy and a task force battle, and we have a ship without a crew. Low crew on one of my torpedo boats. Let's fix that, shall we? Then we have a convoy battle and a task force battle. Let's see, we have a very small heavy cruiser. Let's start with you, shall we? It's a small fight, and I'm not even sure the enemy will engage us. As expected, ladies and gentlemen, the enemy decided not to engage us. I tried, I really did, but yeah. It was not supposed to happen, I suppose. Now, we have a light cruiser, 3,000 tonner. The enemy will fight this one, that's for sure. I was about to say, honestly, the enemy is not going to disengage, are they? But thankfully, they ain't. However, their heavy cruiser managed to score the first hit. And the second hit. But now it's my turn. I would like some high explosive rounds, and I want you to pepper the enemy ship. 8-degree right rudder. That should keep my guns firing, I hope. No, it does not. Let's try that again. 1-degree right rudder. Target the torpedo boat and blow her up, please. Again. Even the 1-degree angle is a bit much for my guns. Hashtag frustrating. I mean, right now it's not a big issue, but once you get ships that have giant torpedo ranges, then the refusal of my guns to properly turn will screw me. Honestly, because you have to turn all the time to dodge them torpedoes. A 3K hit on the enemy torpedo boat has sealed her fate. Yeah. It's a pleasure knowing you, but she's done for. She knows it, I know it. Their crew of 21 remaining crew members. How do you have 21 crew members remaining when your ship is like that? Wow. In all honesty, respect. Come on. Get a smoke screen up. I'm a bit annoyed here that the enemy heavy cruiser got a massive hit in. Just look at that. Luckily, my ship is starting to pump out the water. At least from one compartment. Yeah, her fore belt is quite strong, actually, 4-inch. Not strong enough, I suppose. And we're down to 13 knots, so that means we can no longer spot the enemy. She can run away from us. My torpedoes have detonated, so I cannot launch a torpedo attack anymore. On that regard, if you're out of ammo for your guns, I would like this circle to disappear. I honestly don't care about my torpedo range anymore. Okay, first turn completed. Now complete the second one. Let's try to disengage a bit. After all, this will make it a bit harder for the enemy to hit me. Hopefully. And bye. Torpedo boat sunk. No chance to get that heavy cruiser if it remained at that long range. So let's save my light cruiser instead and call it a minor victory. I think that's the right call to make in this situation. Now, 13 ships being repaired, 20 being refitted. Cruiser tech. I don't know what we're getting, but hopefully it will be fun. We have a cruiser and a torpedo boat here. Both are undamaged. That is good. We have several Austrian ships moving in. So let's see. Let's deploy. Look at that. Are these two different ships? Hold on. The Napoleon. Refit. Yes, indeed. There are still some ships that have not been upgraded, it seems. Let's quickly check. Okay. No. Hold on. The forfait. Forfait. Excusez-moi. And the Admiral Cecile has some ships that can be upgraded as well. Yoink. There we go. Now, back to what I wanted to do. Let's deploy the Tourville. And I would like a large heavy cruiser to go with you. And the Nelly as an escort ship. That also clears up some ships in the port of Marseille. And I am not against that. I am going to deploy the Mirabeau with the Colmar and the Surcouf in the North Atlantic. A lot of ships refitting has been completed. Very good. Only 9 ships being refitted now. 8 ships being repaired. Ah, the enemy wishes to surrender. Sure. What are you gonna do otherwise? Ooh, look at that. An enemy battleship. Near my fleet. You two. Move there, intercept, and kill them. And then we have a cruiser over there. He's also moving back, so let's see. A 7,000 ton heavy cruiser and a light cruiser should be more than enough to deal with this. La Rochelle has a few too many ships lying around. So let's move 3 cruisers to the Mediterranean and hit the end turn button. 5 ships being repaired, 5 ships being refitted. Peace has been signed. Minor victory, 8 months. Sure, let's see, I want your battleship. Do you have any more battleships? No, sir. Not interested in your torpedo boats. However, your heavy cruisers are fairly small. Not really interested in your heavy cruisers. You know what, I'm gonna steal all your light cruisers. I can use a few more. I only have 29 of them. So getting these guys will mean I'm up to 33 light cruisers. Yeah, British, if you want a war, you'll get a war now. Boo. Okay, well, I'm glad I got a task force in the Atlantic already. This task force will move away from the Mediterranean. And so will you. And you guys will join up with that task force. Very good. Then I would like a small group of 2 battleships and 2 heavy cruisers with an escort to blockade Gibraltar. And I would like a heavy cruiser to blockade Valletta. And you know what? Lisamol, before the entire English fleet will be sent there. I see the English do that in my other campaigns now and then. Let's send the Admiral with 2 torpedo boats as an escort to blockade that port. Then, English Channel. You know what? I am going to blockade you with 4 ships. And I am going to deploy this entire fleet in the channel. Brest fleet, whatever is left from that fleet that is, will join up in the channel. La Rochelle. La Rochelle's squad will join up in the North Atlantic and be a reserve task force. The Helgoland torpedo boat may remain where she is. Indeed. Finances. Acceptable. I'm a bit worried about the crew availability. It's not a lot. And we're getting scout cruiser hulls. Don't I have the scout cruiser already? No. Oh. I want that. I don't care how many battles we have to fight now. I am honestly more interested in getting that scout cruiser hull up and running. Alas, it is not to be. The Hood. Let's take a look. 19.2 knots. And we encountered the Hood with the Requin, the Verginaud, and the Mirabeau. The Hood has the bigger guns. We have more. They have more light cruisers and torpedo boats. A lot more. They even have a lot more heavy cruisers, but let's face it, let's be honest here, their heavy cruisers are only 4,000 tons. My heavy cruisers are bigger than my battleships. At least these 2. They have 11-inch guns, and the other ones have 6-inch guns. Okay. Yeah, I think we can work with this. I think this will be a very fun battle. And there we go. We have loaded in 2 torpedo boats versus 6, 7 light cruisers against 14, 5 heavy cruisers against 14. Only in battleships I have a distinctive advantage, 1 versus 3. My main target will be the enemy heavy cruisers. I wish to kill as many of them as possible, and I would like to kill as many light cruisers if possible. Enemies to the northeast, we're heading, well, I wouldn't say straight for them, but yeah, we're heading straight for them. And I'm engaging them from an angle that I did not expect or want, really. Well, let's turn the heavy ships around. Fortunately, it is the Colma that is taking the beating right now. And is that the enemy battleship? No way, that's a heavy cruiser. Don't scare me like that, game. These cruisers are now really needing to catch up. They need to stop this enemy charge. My torpedo boats and light cruisers are safely away. My battleships have almost finished their turn. And my heavy cruisers are here as well now. Thank you. Their torpedo range is very limited, so it should be okay. I'm expecting this light cruiser to die before anything serious can happen. So that is the first engagement. Heavy cruiser turn. Battleships turn as well, please. And another enemy cruiser bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. Light cruisers, please start turning. And has anyone seen my torpedo boats? Yes, I have. Let's turn them in. We're doing some great damage on the enemy light cruisers here. Oh, perfect. A second light cruiser goes down. And a possible heavy cruiser, maybe light cruiser, yeah, light cruiser. That's a third one that will go down very quickly, together with these other two ships that will draw fire on accident. And it's a lot of fire that I'm throwing at them. I mean, I'm not sure you guys watched it, but man, just look at the amount of shells flying towards the enemy right now. And at this rate, things are looking great. I have some minor damage on a heavy cruiser. Nothing serious, really. While at least 4 enemy light cruisers have been sunk already. In fact, I will be going for a more aggressive approach on all my cruisers. And my torpedo boat may turn in as well. As the Blenheim goes down, a first heavy cruiser has been sunk. The Bellona went down. The Constance went down. Man, this is a massacre. Even the enemy Warspite has seen better days. In exchange, I think, yeah, I got 1 flooding on one of my heavy cruisers. Let's face it. Seal clubbing is fun. Oh, look at that. They took offense to that, I suppose. Enemy heavy cruisers. Let's take a look at them. They have 7.1-inch guns, 22 knots, a fairly respectable speed. They have no rangefinders. Seriously? Europe? Ah, the Europe has, so the British have rangefinder technology. This is just a very old design that hasn't been upgraded. We have enemy fire coming in from the northeast. I gotta keep that in mind. I will soon be surrounded. Shall I be worried? No, sir. My heavy cruisers will simply start a turn, together with the torpedo boats, and deal with this threat. The Warspite has seen better days. However, keep in mind, other enemy cruisers are slowly closing in. So I'm going to turn my battleships away, as my light cruisers will enter a more aggressive position. A enemy ship has completely come to a halt here, possibly a heavy cruiser. Although, yeah, 6-inch guns, that's a heavy cruiser. My heavy cruisers, in the meanwhile, are just tanking it like a pro. Light cruisers, yeah. All light cruisers fire here. The other light cruisers, yeah, join up. Shoot them as the warspite goes down. Good, 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 very good. These cruisers, they're just dead in the water, man. I have no idea why. Maybe they're following that one ship that started the game with engine damage. I do not know. What I do know is that I will turn my battleships and these heavy cruisers to the left of them. These light cruisers will go to the right of them. And I'm gonna split my fleet and circle these ships and eliminate them. These two heavies, fire there please for a moment. Battleships, it would be a shame if something were to happen to the Narcissus. Yeah, like that. As the enemy cruiser here goes down. Perfect. Torpedo boat, full turn. And the Colmar has dropped out of formation, I suppose. Fun. That is the first of my heavy cruisers breaking formation. My ships, in the meanwhile, are cutting up the enemy, and the Narcissus will burn to death very quickly. Just look at that. The Powerful, however, is the first one to go. Yep, there she is. Well, there she was. I'm going to turn my cruisers around. In fact, I'm going to turn my battleships away. A heavy cruiser will turn away as well. Yes, very good. Surcouf, let's turn, please. And the other light cruiser group, turn as well. 5 times speed. The destruction of this British task force will mean they will have lost, what, a third of their entire fleet? Maybe? Maybe even more. No, it will be a third of their fleet, max. Okay, we lost sight of them. So I'm going to turn these heavy cruisers in again. Light cruisers, give me a smoke screen. And come on. Stop blocking my battleships there. Torpedo boats. I mean, this will probably be my only chance to do what you do, well, I would say best, but... Oh, look at that. It's an Italian torpedo boat. And my torpedo hit, the Italian ones didn't. However, the Italian ones... stop doing that. Yeah, this light cruiser is done for, isn't she? Yeah, this is the lead ship of the formation now, okay. My torpedoes, I lost track. Let's see, they went straight in front of the ship. I don't see them. Well, let's assume they detonated, shall we? Battleship, heavy cruiser, turn in. These light cruisers, you know what, let's smoke up. And the second light cruiser group may fall in behind the battleships. Torpedo boats turn in. Yep. I'm starting to lose my light cruisers here. The enemy still has a fairly decent amount of firepower remaining. I should not underestimate them. I'm going to pull my light cruisers away from the main battle line. Enemy is spread out quite a bit. And I can and will use that to my advantage. As we have ammo detonations on the torpedo boats, and these two torpedo boats are gone. These two heavy cruisers, fire here. You guys, fire there as well if you can. Boom! Boom! Ouch! That has to hurt. Okay, first light cruiser group, second light cruiser group, reform. Heavy cruisers move to the front lines. Oh, poor torpedo boats. Poor torpedo boats. Battleship. Let's focus fire there. Light cruisers focus there. You guys focus there. And these torpedo boats. Well, shoot the torpedo boat. Why not? Let's destroy this enemy flank once and for all. In the meanwhile, my ships will turn in again, as some of my ships decided to go on a ramming course once again. So, light cruisers, turn on your dodge mechanism to stop the bloody sound. Hashtag annoying sound effects. There we go. No, that wasn't too hard, now was it? Looks good. And a flash fire on a torpedo boat. Oh, look at that. My first heavy cruiser has taken some serious damage here. Well, she lost an engine. She took 1k damage so far. Out of the 6.6k damage the enemy has dished out. 2.4 damage on this cruiser. So these two cruisers have tanked a lot of fire. Some fire came in at my torpedo boats and light cruiser groups. But overall, it's mostly these two heavy cruisers that just tanked it like a boss. As they should, really. That was what they were designed to do. They're essentially my battleship slash tank ships. Especially, you know, ships like these with their 11-inch guns. I mean, yeah. I don't really need my 10-inch battleships. I'm using them for fun, but the heavy cruisers are the main power in my fleet. In that regard, this turn, I should have researched the new cruiser tech. So then I can finally start to design a proper light cruiser. Ouch. A flooding on one of me ships. And look at that, we have found the enemy battleship. It would be a shame if something were to happen to her. But first, let's finish off these cruisers. The enemy battleship, the Hood. She has been damaged. She has a damaged engine. I guess she was the damaged ship from the start of the battle. I guess the Germans hit her or something. Come on, fleet. Battleships. Open fire there, if you please. This cruiser group, focus fire. Bring this cruiser down first. We lost our rudder on a heavy cruiser. So far, nothing to worry about. As the Pathfinder surrendered just before she sank. Just wow. 2% floatability. They waited till the last possible moment to surrender. Impressive in a way. Okay, she has no more torpedoes and no more engines. She is done for. The Aboukir will be the next target. And of course, these ships are done for as well. I'm seeing fire from here. A light cruiser group that I forgot about. Whoopsie. Where are my other light cruisers by now? Slowly getting there. Heavy cruisers, let's turn in hard. You have no more torpedoes. You have no torpedoes at all. Still, let's focus on you. While you guys finish her off. Battleship, finish her off, please. Hurry up. We're getting way too close to those 7-inch guns. I actually expected her to have sunk quite a while back already. A bit of a misplay here on my part. As my first heavy cruiser drops out of formation. But the 2 enemy warships have been eliminated. So my cruisers are safe once more. Light cruisers are turning back in. There is 1 torpedo boat, there's the other one. This heavy cruiser group, these 2 may fire up their engines. And I'm going to transfer the damaged heavy cruiser to that division. Battleships may turn in. Light cruisers, I think your time has come. Let's move in and clean out whatever is left. The enemy battleship decides to come and play. So I want all my ships, everyone, to target the battleship for a moment. To teach them that it is a bad idea to send in the hood without proper protection. Honestly, these light cruisers there in the rear, I don't really care about them. If I find them, sure. If I don't, well, who cares? The hood has only taken 60 hits out of the 1600 shells fired at her. Quite an impressive amount. As you can see, her damage instability is 50%. Smoke obstruction, 20%. Yeah. Fire control damaged. Oof. Minus 25%. Ooh. She has seen better days. Close in. Heavy cruisers close in. Torpedo boats. Keep harassing the enemy if you can. Oh shit. Oh shit, that's not good. I might lose a heavy cruiser there. Or at least see that one of them will be very badly damaged. Yep. The Colma, a 11,000-ton ship, has taken some damage due to this unfortunate accident. Come on, battleship. Go die for me. I'm not asking for much. I'm just asking you to die. Same with this heavy cruiser, by the way. Thank you. She has been alive for too long, and the hood goes down. It seems a lot of my ships want to kill the Barossa. And I think they're succeeding. Not quite sure why I think that, but, you know, intuition, I suppose. Now, come on. There we go. Oh, that wasn't too hard, now was it? I think we are seeing the last of the enemy ships here. Well, there are still some light cruisers all the way here. That's the one division we have not spotted right now. They will be the lucky ones, I suppose. Someone has to be the lucky ones, right? Yeah, my heavy cruisers will need a long time to repair. It is unfortunate, not unexpected. And in exchange, my battleships are pretty much undamaged. The Mirabeau took 21 damage, 200 on the Vanigo, and the Requiem has only taken, yeah, less than 200 damage as well. Light cruisers. Whew. Just look at the ammo count. We've used up a lot. Yeah, that was to be expected. I'm a bit disappointed in the British fleet. Honestly, I would have expected them to put up more of a fight. The thing is, I don't want this to turn out as the English campaign, really. In my English campaign, I'm seeing the same situation, and I've seen that for a long time now. And I really do not want that to happen with my French campaign. I guess I could, you know, do my next campaign on a harder difficulty. But the thing is, harder difficulty means the enemy will just, you know, they cheat in more money. The fights won't get harder. Not a lot, anyway. There will be more enemy ships, sure. But that's all. So yeah, I'm probably not going to do that. However, if this campaign turns out that I destroy all the enemy fleets, then I might just call the campaign a win and start a new one. We'll see. Okay, at least 3 enemy light cruisers remain, but I think I made my point. 32 enemy ships sunk, none of mine. In fact, even the damage I took is minimal. All the enemy heavy cruisers are gone, their battleship is gone, most of their light cruisers are gone. Damage received. Let's see, what ship of mine took most damage? Yeah, one of my heavy cruisers took 2.1k damage. Huh. I think if this was real life, yeah, I can understand the English doing this. And I think a admiral would be fired on the spot. The Germans and the Italians are at war? Okay, I don't really care. This task force is undamaged. This task force has taken some minor damage, so I'm going to pull you for back home. And La Rochelle has Nope, nope, nope. Marseille has some ships that I can use. Let's deploy you to the Atlantic. My blockading ships are almost all in position to deal with the English. And research, I have my new cruiser tech. So I'm going to end this stream, this session, I suppose, with a new light cruiser design. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the scout cruiser. And that means we have finally our first proper light cruiser hull. 9,000 will be fine with standard crew quarters. Let's see. Best engine. Unbalanced. Harvey armor, look at that. We still have only a single hull. I really need to up that tech. Let's go with a 5-inch main belt, a 4-inch fore and aft belt, with a 2-inch all-around superstructure to start with. I'll probably lower that a bit once the... Hold on. Hold on. What can I do? How far back can you go? You can go all the way back here. If I do that, I could add a triple forward firing. Ah, I only have singles, of course. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. Still, I could do something like this as forward armaments. Do I want to, though? No. No, I don't. At least not right now. Let's first set up the rest of the ship. And then we can see what kind of guns we'll add. Because for one thing, the engine efficiency, well, I've seen better. Even with induced boilers, I am not impressed. And I'm gonna add a 4th funnel. Oof, the smoke interference will be bad. 171 minus 51%. Ugh. If I go to natural, minus 74. But no engine efficiency as well. Oh man, yeah, that's gonna suck. I could bring her speed down to 25 knots. Might not be a bad idea. 25 is still respectable enough. And I can get rid of 2 smokestacks. Yeah, I think that will be the smart thing to do. And if I go to natural boilers, yeah, no. 20%, 22%, yeah. Induced, double. Now, seven inchers are fun. 6 inchers are even more fun, I think. My previous light cruiser was armed with 5-inch guns, so this is quite an improvement. And I really like the forward setup here. And more importantly, these 6-inch guns will keep me safe from the enemy torpedo boats, I reckon. I'm going to increase the diameter of these guns, and I'm going to increase the length of these guns to start with. If I do this, yes, it still works. If I make them, well, 6.9s, you know what? Let's turn them to 6.5s. A aft weight offset, I haven't even looked at it yet, but not as bad as I thought. Let's increase the foredeck. Let's increase the fore belt. Let's increase the main belt to maximum. Maximum conning tower. 4-inch superstructure. You know what? Let's go for a 6-inch superstructure as well. And 0.2, 0.3, but look at the roll and pitch go down. A bit less. Still need to do the ammunition. Praise the Lord and pass the ammunition. That's fine. I do not have barbettes. Who needs barbettes anyway? The Flower class. The Flower class light cruiser. 25 knots. Respectable range. Standard crew quarters. Safe design. I like you. Ladies and gentlemen, au revoir.